In the year of 2025, we have a few ways of playing Sonic the Fighters on an actual arcade board, through gems, and the HD ports. But what if I told you can play Sonic the Fighters on a web browser? Today, we will see what it's like to play Sonic the Fighters on a web browser of all things. I mean, surely it can't be that bad, right? Right? First off, let's explain how I'm even able to play like this. Remember being in school and the kids in your class would go on these 100% virus-free websites that would let you play classic games like NES and Super Nintendo games? Yeah, well, those are the sites we're going to be using for the day. And for this video, I'm going to be using Opera GX browser. No, this isn't a sponsored video. I actually use this browser, and also because it's kind of lightweight, this will let me save on some resources so I can run the game a little bit better, even though that won't really help much. Now, just loading the game up, it runs just as good as the arcade version. Now, this will be very hard to tell. To make things a little bit easier, the first one I'll play will be the arcade version intro, emulated on a Model 2 emulator. The second video will be on the web browser version. So, let's see how they look side by side. It runs like dog. Yeah, it runs like dog. You know, the only good thing is that there is no input delay. Not that that matters since the game runs at a snail's pace. And keep in mind, this game, you know, the web browser version, is set at the highest clock speed I could set it to. Not like it matters because it's just an illusion anyway. The option doesn't even work. It just makes you think the game's running on a Tuesday morning rather than a Monday morning. This is worse than Gems Collection. You know that's bad when I'm even giving Gems Collection a compliment. For f***'s sake, even my smartphone on MAME can run this game a little bit better just in this web browser version, which is already ridiculous enough. Even with Gems, you know, that's basically emulating Wii / GameCube, as well as emulating the arcade version, and that still can somehow run flawlessly is still ridiculous to me. Just how? How does it run this bad? So, looking at what you've seen, the million-dollar question is, why is it so horrible? No, it's not the fact it's running on a web browser. As a fact, most games that run better than Model 2 hardware can run somewhat flawlessly. Rather, it's not a website issue, it's the fact on what the ROM is running on. Specifically, from what I can tell, all these web browsers are running the game on a version of MAME that specifically ran Model 2 games very horribly. Now, notoriously, MAME has not been good at running Model 2. However, very recently, they've been trying to improve Model 2 emulation, so, you know, things can be a little bit better on their side, but it's just much more better and more convenient just to run it on a Model 2 emulator rather than just use MAME. Oh, you really think that me, the I beat Sonic the Fighters with a DDR pad guy, would really beat this horrible method of playing this, right? I never do stupid for 5 people on the internet's enjoyment, right? Right? I don't do that. God damn it. Hope y'all care about the lengths that I go to make these videos for you guys. So, that's Sonic the Fighters on a web browser. Not much to it, really. Hopefully, a newer version of MAME can work on these browsers, and we can actually get the game to run well on a normal web browser. Or you can possibly just port a Model 2 emulator just to these web browsers. However, from what I'm aware of, it's not really possible to do that yet. So unless if MAME really improves and there's a way to actually put them on these web browsers, I'm not holding my breath. And there's just more convenient ways just to play this game on other methods. I'm not even sure if doing this is really worthwhile, but you know, hopefully it can be done. I would also like to thank this user for giving me the idea for this video. If you have any ideas of your own, feel free to comment them. I'd love to see what ideas y'all have. I mean, y'all have given me some great ideas in the past, so I would not be surprised to see how many creative ideas y'all have. Anyways, I'll be seeing you guys soon.